Okay, good morning, everybody. I think it was some good morning, and today class is for the watercolor class about the landscape, how to paint landscape, and we have this is the fifth class, and the thumbnail explain that's I'm gonna do a little bit of winter scene, and it's a 1 hour class, so if you are missing the class, we have a very bad weather in Toronto right now. I wish I can put my camera outside and show you. It's not very pleasant right now, very cold, windy, and snow coming down. So, anyway, so basically, today is the fifth class. There would be three more classes. I will do a demo on every class, and I will explain like what exactly what experience you need for to render that type of painting. So, landscape painting. It. Let me just go quickly. Let me grab my paper. So, landscape painting, you need some little bit knowledge of the perspective. I forgot to explain in earlier class, and so what you do, you need to understand how the perspective works, right? So this is the basically that's how the perspective works. Let me do quickly on a blank paper. So if I get my canvas right here like that, my horizon line, and there's, let's say, this is the vanishing point. They're called vanishing points. So I put a one cross here, one line here, and that would be my vanishing point, right? Vanishing point is where everything is disappear, right? That's the name explains everything, right? Vanishing point. So our eye cannot see beyond that point. Everything disappears. So from there, everything explode from this vanishing point. So this is how the perspective works. You go put the line here, a line here, and maybe one more line here. So everything is converged to this point like that, and it goes out, out, out. I'm just explaining because the way it works. Let's say if you are standing in a subway station waiting for the train to come, and you are here. Let's say this is the tunnel that the train is coming from. Let me just erase this to black. Here, a train is coming from here. These are the tracks. I'm just giving you the example. We're gonna go to the class quickly. And maybe some signs here. In Toronto they have billboards and subways. Some signs are hanging. There's maybe a person standing here waiting for his train. There's another person here. And the other person will look smaller because as it goes farther, they'll look smaller and smaller. But the person close to you, it'll be look much bigger as compared with the person standing farther down here. So let me zoom in so you guys can see what's going on here on the screen here. So this is how the perspective works, right? Small at the vanishing point, and then everything is converged into the vanishing point. Let's say if you are here, and then this is the platform. People are walking and standing, right? So that's how the small. If there's a child here, then there will be exception to the rule, right? That he could be a smaller. But if you want to explain that there's a child here, just go right beside this elder person, and then you can tell there's the children's also, right? But they look smaller. But most of the adults are more or less a little bit high, a little bit taller than one taller, one shorter, but they are coming to this same plane like that, right? They're here, and this is how they are look like, in a perspective. Okay, so let me just. I don't want to go too much in a perspective, otherwise you guys get confused. I will do a separate demo, separate video on the on the perspective, so you can go and watch, see how the perspective works, right? So I will let's take this off and start the painting, and yeah. Okay, the brushes I'm gonna use today is I have this Chinese calligraphy brush. Let me zoom out a little bit. So I have this Chinese calligraphy brush, my Rosemary and Co. Again, there's a one round brush which is a zero number. Okay, need sometimes you need a fine work to do. So, and there's a dagger brush from Rosemary and Co. And there's a liner brush. I'm probably gonna use some that liner brush also today. Okay, so let's put the brushes away. And my palette is changed. Actually, my palette, I left it somewhere. So this is my old palette. Actually, I started with these palettes. I have another palette. Let me show you quickly. So I don't want to take so much of your time. See, this is my old palette. Old first palette I start with, and I have a lot of different colors in that palette also. And when I work, this is my studio palette actually. These both, they're my studio palette. When I work in the studio, I use these palettes. Let's this away. Okay, let's start the demo quickly. And you know what? Let's talk about a little bit washes again, how the graded wash works, and hopefully you understand what is the graded wash, what is the even wash. So even wash, let me explain quickly. So I take some cadmium red and I put it just right here on the surface, like that, on the surface of the paper, just a small square. Put some more cadmium red in it and evenly spread over the paper. You don't need to do too much precise work here. Watercolor work by itself, so you need to just make sure that there's no buckling or anything on the paper, and you can leave like, and there you go. This is the flat wash. So I have enough water and I have a small amount of pigment. So if you need more dark, you can go pick up some more pigment and you can put right in there where you can work in the wet into wet. Just drop it, get some more pigment, and you can intensify that the colors, right? Like change the consistency of the color, make it more brighter, more, because there's a less water and more pigment in there right now. So you can do this also, or you can keep it very light wash, which I did before, and now I'm gonna leave it here. This is more like a flat wash, right? As long as the paper is flat, it's taped, or if it is in a block, right? The block is down here. If it is in a block, then it stays straight, right? But if you have a loose paper, make sure that it is taped properly on the board or whatever you're using. Now let's do the quickly do the graded wash. So I put a little bit cadmium red here. Let's make some more right here. Just put, let's say you doing, I'm gonna do in the sky. When I do the demo, you will see. Once I do the in sky, that will be the example for the graded wash. So here I put a little bit. See that I didn't spread. I don't have enough water. I just use some color and just put it here, right? And there's not enough water or anything in the brush right now. I just put it, and now I'm gonna clean my brush. Make sure my brush is clean. If it's not clean, that's okay, because we are gonna go and work with this cadmium red again, so there will be no contamination. So I'll push some color bring it down some color here, right? And just keep working on it. Here, I'll bring some pigment down, right? And now I'm going to clean my brush again. Make sure your brush is clean, and then you do a little bit more smudging at the edge of this wash, right? And push the color a little bit down also. Bring that pigment down so you can have a nice even graded wash, right? If you need more color down here, you can just push it down, and there you go. That's so simple. This is basically a graded wash. If you want, you can intensify it more. You can go put some more red here, more pigment, pick it up. No water, just put a little bit pigment here on the top and just keep going. Just put some more pigment and just leave it here. Otherwise, what happened, it will be like a flat wash right here. If you want more, you can put more on the top like this. You push the color. Basically, watercolor is work on its own, right? But as long as you know, you understand how to control the wash, how much water in you. See, if I go get some water, it's my brush is loaded with the water. If you can tell, right? Like they see that how much water I have in my brush, right? So by mistake, if I put this water here, then it will be a problem. Look at this, it building a cauliflower already, right? And building a texture, I would say. So, and now if I go spatter here on this one, on the flat wash, and it create, look at it, nice texture on the paper. Let me just zoom in so you can see what's happened. There you go. See that nice texture, right? You can just, all I did, I put some spatter on the paper like that with the brush, and it created a nice texture. Same thing here. If I go put some water here, and see that it create a nice texture. So that's what you do with play with watercolor, get something done with the watercolor, right? In very short amount of time. You don't need to wait, or but this can be done onto wet into wet. So if you wait, once the wash is dry, then it, let me grab my hair dryer and I will, let me just plug the hair dryer and I'll show you what happened. Give me 1 minute so I can plug this. Okay. So let's dry this washes. Okay, that's enough. Okay, here. So what happened now? The wash is dry, right? Now you do go. You can, if I take some water and then spatter here, nothing happened. The water is just sitting on the top of of the uh, the dry wash, right? Like you can put so much water like this. See, I put so much water, but once you put so much water and you let it sit and wait, then it will start mixing. See that now it's getting ruin your painting. So basically, if you go with a very light color and then you put it here, then you'll be okay. Once the wash is dry, let me just wash this again. Okay, that's enough, I guess. Done. So now the see the wash again. I dry the wash now. You go grab some more color, some other color you have in a palette. Let's say I have a. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see the palette. I have the purple color here, right? I can put a purple color like this. So the wash, the previous wash is dry. I can work in another layer here. I can put a color here. You can draw whatever you want. You can put a tree here. You can put a tree, or you can put mountains here. Create some kind of a landscape painting. Here again, I go get some nice sepia color. I have sepia, Van Dyke brown, or burnt umber, whatever you name it, right? Dark brown color. And then I will put some dark color here, like this. And mountains or whatever, and then like this. So I'm creating a small painting just by experiment. I was doing some experiment showing you guys how to control the wash, the graded wash, the flat wash, right? And now the soon as the wash is dry, you can do a nice painting out of it too, right? Let me grab and then you can put some birds here, there, if you like. Some people like the texture, like they don't like the very normal type of painting. So you can do this also. You can put some birds here and there, not in a way. You see this part, it still has a moisture in it, so I wouldn't go there. I would be stay away. Otherwise, what happened? It will start smudging, right? And that's how you work, right? And I will put some one tree here because it's all dry now. Once you dry, then you can go and do some work here. Let's put some one tree here quickly. Clean my brush, make sure brush is clean and nice, and lift some colors. If it is too dark for you and you think it's too dark and it's not uh, you just lift some color. You just dry your brush, make sure that you have this paper in your hand. Make sure that brush is very dry, and then you pick the color up like that, and then it will become lighter. Okay, so let's go. I hope you understand the flat wash, the graded wash, and then you can, once the wash is dry, you can put another layer on it. You can dry, I can dry this, and let me dry this quickly. See, now it's almost dry, right? I go pick up some purple, or maybe I have a nice Prussian blue in my palette, and I will put some Prussian blue here like that, right on the top of the cadmium red or whatever the painting will start. And then I'll take some more Prussian blue and put it here like that. So what happened when the lower the first layer is dry, then you can go and put some other washes on the top of this other wash, right? You go put some Prussian blue. I have a nice Prussian blue. You can put a Prussian blue here. This is basically is a layer upon layer. You dry first layer, and you work. If you're working in the layer and you don't want to work in the wet into wet, then this is the way to go. If you feel comfortable, you said, I like to work in the layer, then you go. See, I put a Prussian blue, right? I put Prussian blue. Let's put some sepia color here. Create some depth. Make this tree visible again. And now I'm going to go dry this layers. So as soon as you dry, your surface is ready to put another paint on it. So I have a nice turquoise color in my palette. Let's get some turquoise, and I can put a turquoise here also, like very shocking type of turquoise color. You can put that also if you need that type of painting, like a red and blues and all that. Then I will go put some turquoise here also. So that's how you work on the layers. Like you dry one layer, then you put another layer, but you should stop somewhere. You said, okay, this is enough. I don't want to go too much. Otherwise, you'll be working and working and working, and painting will be at certain point. The painting will be lost, because it's overworked, right? Okay, let's. If anybody has any questions, or please put in the chat. Let me see if we have any chat going on. Let me put the channel on. Give me 1 minute. Let me organize a little bit. See here, right here. Okay, so here. Okay, so this is these are the paintings, and if somebody wants to take a look what I did here, work in the layers. I explained the perspective a little bit, right? How because once you're dealing in the landscape, there will be a perspective involved. Let me explain a little bit here. See that if I consider this my vanishing point here in the background, so this will be my everything will be converged here in this painting. So here, right? Then I will put another line here, which I explained in the subway station example, and then put one here, the horizon line, right? And then one here, and I think that's it. That's enough to explain. There you go. See, that's how the perspective works. This is the vanishing point, and everything is converging here. And if you here in the picture, let's say this is your head, and you are here, your shoulders, you're looking at, and this is how the perspective works. If you move here, your vanishing point move here. If you move here, then your vanishing point will be here, will be start coming from here. But if you here, the vanishing point will be here. Everything will converge from here, depends on the eye level, right? Where are you and the position of your eye level and the position. So I don't want to go too deep into the perspective. Just remember that the train tracks example, that everything converge in one point, and just take a you know get example that you can apply in the daily life, right? So you can observe next time when you go to the station, subway station, just watch how the things appears to you if you're standing here on the in the picture. So if I'm standing here, let's say, no, sorry, I'm not standing here. Someone is standing here, but I am here. I took a picture from here. I'm just assuming you cannot go take a picture on the train tracks, right? But here, that's how it appears. If you look at when you standing here, maybe it look different for you, but more or less it will be same thing. Like, if you're standing here, it will be almost same thing. You can what I can see from here. Okay, let's take this off. Okay, I'm going to take the sketchbook off. Let's start the painting. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit here. Let's keep the painting here. I'm using the about the paper a little bit Fabriano today. It's enhance, improve color, lifting, whatever. Fine grain, extra white, 100% cotton, right? 140 pound, rough surface, cold press, and a little bit texture on the paper also. Someone instructs us. It's a good paper. I like it. This is the company I use all the time. The paper. All right, let's start with the whatever colors I have in my palette. I'm going to use it today. I don't want to get this wasted. Let's zoom out a little bit. Start the demo. Let's go here. Let's take these off. We don't need them here. Set it up a little bit here. Okay, let's get some water. There's some green in there. There's some cadmium red, right? I'll clean my palette here also. I think some what that titanium white is in there too. More water. I'm not gonna touch this cadmium red too much, otherwise it'll be a problem, right? It will be very red type of sky. So I'm not putting any color, I mean any water or anything on the paper. I just use the mix from the my I mix randomly, no specific color. If you want, you can go put some blue color or something, cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, French ultramarine, cerulean blue, whatever you like, you can use it. But I just use the my previous wash, and there's a green color in there. There's a see the cadmium red is coming. Those are the colors I use. And at the edge of the horizon line, I will clean my brush, right? And I push my brush really hard and create some dry brush marks, right? And then I need some dark also at the edge of this horizon line. So, and I put it purposely, I drag my brush and make it a very hard mark, right? Now I will pick up some sepia color now. I can just, this is so much dark. I cannot get so much dark here. So here I have some sap green. I will mix it up with the sepia color, get some nice dark color, and then I'm going to put some on the horizon line, a little bit. You don't have to put too much because it'll be a very dark spot for you, right? Yeah. Okay, so done, right? Horizon line done, and some beautiful. I can go. I have some Naples yellow, which is the almost same as like a cadmium yellow, but it's a kind of a different Naples yellow. So I can put on the top of the this wash also if you want. It's still wet, right? I'm working on the wet into wet. You can put some uh, and bring it down here like that. You can go spread it, right? This is it for your time to play with the wash. If you wait and then once it start drying, then it will be a problem. Then you can just play with the wash too much, right? I can still, I can go put it, push it here, push it there. I can still a chance to play with the watch. Or better yet, if you want, you can put some dark clouds on the horizon also like this. If you want, it's up to you. We're not here for the sky, so I'm not gonna touch the sky. Let me grab my little bit French ultramarine because it's on the other palette. This palette is not. Oh, here I have some on this smaller palette. So then I will put some ultramarine, or this is actually this is a French ultramarine. I'll put some in the sky. Let's put some here. A little bit on the horizon line, on the what do you call that Van Dyke brown or sepia color I put. So here, okay. So I put some blue color to change the consistency of the painting. It was too warm, and it was like just a warm color. So I put some here, and let's clean this part also. Let's lift some colors here. It's still wet, so let's rub it off here. Now you can go put some cadmium orange or anything, but I won't touch this, so I will just leave it like this. And because you can do so much and then you should stop. If you don't stop, keep working on it, what happened? It create a problem for you. And then the cauliflower and all that stuff will start building up, which is not very good. If you don't like cauliflower, I like it. I have no problem with that. But if you don't like cauliflower, then it be problem for you, right? You don't like it. I'm gonna lift some colors here. Just lift some colors. You know what? I'll grab my smaller brush so I can lift some colors here, right? Make sure your brush is very dry. If your brush is not dry and you touch the wash, it create a problem right away because you are basically spilling water on the paper, right? Soon as you, let's say you have, see that I have so much water in the brush, right? Soon as you touch the paper, it makes a connection, right, with the paper, and it release all that water in a brush. So make sure that you clean your brush. I mean, make sure that your brush is very dry if you're lifting the color. So here I'm gonna lift some more color for these houses, right? I'm gonna make some houses. So I'm sketching and lifting colors at the same time. So I'll clean my brush, right? I'm gonna put one house here, and then I will be working on the midground and the foreground with the river and everything. The ravine is in the reference painting. So, all right, done. You can put some sepia color if you like. You can work because the wash is now it start drying, right? So you can work on the some sepia color. You can put if you need more contrast here, and you can put some cadmium orange also if you want. I have a nice cadmium orange in my other palette. Let's grab it, and you can put a little bit cadmium orange also, so bring some more interest to your painting. I wouldn't do too much, otherwise the purpose and it start, see the cauliflower start building up because you wash is dry but not enough dry, and soon as you put some water on it, it start building some cauliflower, so you have to be careful. All right, let's start with the ravine, and I will grab some nice Prussian blue. I have it in my other palette. Okay, and I will start putting some color like this. First line, right? Push the brush. I use my dagger brush and push the brush again, right? So once you push the brush, and then it will make it bigger marks because it's a smaller brush, right? And then you go create the shape of the river, and a little bit here, let a little bit extend it here like that, and that's it. You don't want to go too much here. A little bit extension here, and that's it. All right, so I will go create some more, let it dry because I create some dry brush marks also at the edge of it, and I will go get some more dark color here. The paper is dry, I didn't put any water or something. The paper is dry, so I have to put some add some moisture in my brush to make it the blue color more light. It's a Persian blue actually I'm using, and I will put some color at the edge of the paper also. Let's get this extended up to here. Put some here also. Now I will go and create some very dark, I have a very dark purple color in my palette, or you know what, I have some viridian green which is a very nice, I would put some green color in the ravine also. I'll just create some drama also. Let's create some more interest, more drama to my painting. There you go. Make it look more shocking. And now I have, let's use the Van Dyke Brown, the sepia color, right? Sepia color works really good for the dark edges, and I will put a little bit dark at the edge of this, the water body and create some depth in it, right? A little bit here, there, not too much, okay? Otherwise, it will start creating problem for you. Here, you can smudge it here a little bit, right? Clean your brush, make sure your brush is clean, and you go and you can spread it here. You can keep it very dark at the edges, and then you can make some graded wash here at the edge. And that's it. You don't want to do too much because otherwise it will start be getting bigger and bigger, and you don't want that. Let me just, you know what, I'm not very happy with this, so I will change some of it here at the edge, make it more look more opening here for this water body. Let's get some more Prussian blue, put it here, and that's it. You don't want to do too much. So see that painting is almost evolving, right? Like painting is there, and I will grab now my small dagger brush because it's a time to do a little bit jewelry work. And let's zoom in because you guys can see what I am doing right now. So here I lift some colors, and now I will make sure that brush is very not too water in it, and a little bit light wash. You don't want to go very dark color here, right? I put it here with the house where the light is going less. I'm gonna put some color here. Now the side of the house, see that is dark right now. So what I will do, instead of drawing a line, I will go put some dark color here at the edges like this. This is very important. Just pay attention here, please, because this a lot of people make mistake. So I'll grab some blue color because I don't want to use the brown color here, and then you do the graded wash here. Let the wash spread it here too. A little bit blue color. You can go a little bit more. Extend this wash here. That's not a problem, right? And I will go grab some more blue color, make it a little bit more darker. You can dark here also if you want. You can put some dark value here. Excuse me. And well, I'm going to put some, I put it, sorry about that. I put a little bit cadmium red in the roof. Just with this small brush. Okay. Here's some blue color that I think is a French ultramarine blue. So I mix with my cadmium red, and you can put a I can go and put a tree here if you want. It's up to you. You can put a tree here, bring some more, uh, make it painting more active like this. Not too much, otherwise it'll start showing, and you don't want to do that. Let's get some dry brush marks. Let's extend this dark value here, right? And then I will go put one more tree here just to balance it out with for the sake of the composition, right? Put a tree here. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, I put some little bit more liquidy type of brown color. Bring this tree to the closer to you, kind of in a mid ground, right? Actually, you know what? I can use my liner brush. That's why I brought up this. today I brought this liner brush. So here, that's a liner brush. I hope it works because it's been a long time I didn't use it. Yeah, there you go. So you go with the very fine marks, and you got a nice tree build up in a very short amount of time. You don't need to wait. It's up to you. You can make it more kind of a more like, you know, more tree, put more branches and all that. It's all up to you. And I will put some kind of a brown color underneath of the tree, and we will make some snow also. Okay, it's because we are in the that painting that there's some snow on the ground also, since we have a snow in the Toronto too, right? Okay, dark color, a little bit sepia. You can mix it up with the blue color, make it nice blue gray color. More you, if you working with the, let me just explain something also. If you have a sepia color, right? Sepia color, and you mixing up with the any blue color like ultramarine blue, cobalt blue, basically you mixing three color. People think, okay, I'm mixing. If you mixing a brown color, right? So what happened? People think you mixing only two color. No, you mixing three color: yellow, cadmium, yellow, red, and blue also. Why red and blue? Because it's the brown color is a mixture of cadmium red, right, and cadmium yellow, and some blue in it. So what when you put some blue color in it and you think okay it's a brown color. No, it's not brown color. Basically that brown color it builds up with the blue color, a little bit blue color, and then it builds with the cadmium yellow and cadmium red. So basically you're putting more blue color into the already a mix of three colors. So just remember, let me get some cadmium orange, a nice, I have it in the other palette. So I'm working basically out of three palettes. Let's energize this roof a little bit more. I need more contrast. So there you go. Done. And a little bit in the tree also, since I have the cadmium orange, right? And let's put one here also. Okay, and if you want a more, let's say you want more, grab the cadmium yellow or cadmium Naples yellow, whatever you have, and you can put some on these branches also like that, and it will create a more look to your painting. Okay, let's zoom out. This house is done, and I'm gonna go here. Maybe I'll make this house a little bit here. I'm not gonna zoom out because you already see what I did there. Let's put another house here. Same thing, dark color, right? Make it more visible instead of putting a lines or whatever. And I'll use some orange color now, cadmium orange. Just energize the painting more. A little bit blue color here. Let's make this straight. Okay, here. Let's make it darker. Like I said, anything you wanna explain more, you just create with the with the not with the lines, with the dark color, right? If you can, here, and I will go put some a little bit dark value here on the roof. If you don't want it, you said okay, it's too much. I like my previous watch, which I like it too. The one that here on the horizon line with the atmospheric perspective, I like that, right? So what I will do, I'm gonna grab some cadmium or cadmium red, and you know what? Let's get this roof empty, right? We don't, or maybe put some Naples yellow here, make it yellow here. There you go. If you don't like it, you think it's too much, then you can make it the whole house yellow. Put some yellow, and then you can later on you could put some cadmium red on the roof, and or maybe you know what? Let's get some burnt sienna or raw sienna. Let's get some variation here. Let's put some burnt sienna here. I mean raw sienna here also. Let's get some more. Right now, this is done. All right, I'm gonna grab some my poster color, white poster color, the famous white poster color. Grab some white color, right? And I will start putting right here on the roof, right? So it can be separated from the previous wash, right? I will put some white here also. And I'm assuming the light is coming from here, right? I'm assuming the light is coming from here. So see what I did here? I will actually, let me explain quickly. This is the beauty of the watercolor also, right? Let's go zoom in. This is very good example for you guys to understand how to control the light. See that the house, I purposely put a little bit dark color here, and I keep it a little bit, a half is white. So the light is coming from here, from this side, right? So there's something here. I can put a tree, or you can maybe something here, maybe another house here. Let's put another house here, right? If there's a house here, it casting a shadow on this house. So that's how you control the light, and it looks really good when you do certain type of painting like this. So if I put a house here with a white color, let's put it quickly, and then it explain more, right? So what I am doing, so here, put some more white on the front of this house. So we need some light on the front of this house also, right? Because the light is coming from this side. Light is coming, and the roof a little bit exposed to the light. And I will grab some purple color or any color that you have. Let's say I have this little bit mix of dark brown color and some raw sienna. Then I will put on at the side of this house. Make it a little bit darker, or maybe put some more sepia and a little bit sepia color. Make it a little bit more darker. The the window, and then I will put some more dark color here between these two houses, so this house can be visible also, right? And then I will go a little bit kind of a blue color, which I have in here in this palette. Oops, everything's fine. Okay, here, let me put it here, so let's put it, let's make some blue color. Let's get these houses separate from each other, and a graded wash, right? A little bit of graded wash, so it can be nicely evenly spreaded here. And then the door of the house here, let's put it like that. You don't need to do a square mark or whatever. And a little bit here, the dark color, so build the trim. And I need, let me get some yellow. I have the actually raw sienna, yellow ochre. Let's make this roof a little bit more with the raw sienna, so it will be more here. And the same time I will go put some more white color here. Now because of this is the first layer was smudged with the previous wash, so it won't work as I want it, so I will put some more white here like that. And then the trim of the roof a little bit here. There you go. So now see the light, I'm playing with the light right now basically. So once the light is working for me. I said that's it, and then I'm going to come here. I'll put some white on the front of this house also, because this part is lit up, and we are assuming the light is coming from the left side of the painting. So this will be lit up. The trim of the roof will be lit up a little bit, and there will be lit up here too, and some part is lit up here. So here now I'll put some white, since it's in my brush. I will put at the edge of this tree, bring some more depth into that tree also. If it is too hard, you can just wipe it off with the finger or whatever. And now I will go put some white here also on this tree, so it can be more exposed. If you want, you can go put some more white here and there, but I wouldn't do too much because it's a lot of work right here. Done. Okay. So let's zoom out a little bit, and this is the painting so far, right? And now I have some white, so I will just put a little bit dry brush marks, create some more sparkle in the water, so it feel like it is water there, and not don't do too much. See that flow of the water? You need to go along with the flow of the water. Here, do you want to go create some dry brush marks here? I'm just dragging my brush on the paper and creating. And see, I clean my brush right here, and it looks good too. Actually, those is kind of a little bit dry brush mark with the paper with the white color. So here now I am done almost. I will go. What time is it? Okay, we have time. So I will put one more tree here. Let's for the sake of the composition, I will put one more tree here. Since we are dealing in the trees also, I put some trees there. So I will put one more tree here. Here like that. Not too much, just very. I don't have too much water in my brush, so very nice and clean brush with more pigment on the brush, so I can create a very sharp marks, right? If you have that water in the brush, then it will create problems. So you make sure that you don't have too much water. Yes, if I need, see, I need to smudge or lift these colors up here, I can have more water in my brush. But soon as you're working on a smaller object like this, you don't want to go and create a problem for yourself. Uh, and keep it a little bit lighter, because you don't want to go too dark either, right? There's a less water, less pigment, and it works like beautiful. Here, let's put some here, there. I think that's enough. I don't want to do too much. You can do more, but I wouldn't do too much, honestly. And let's get some dark color here on this side of the house, so it create more depth into your painting. Here, done. Okay. Oops. Too much smudging here. Graded wash. A little bit here. Cast shadow this house. A little bit door. Make it darker. Cast shadow. Alright. So that's it. Done, right? And now I will grab my Chinese calligraphy brush. Clean it up with the water. Make sure. Let's bring my palette in the picture here. And I will go grab some nice. You can get a turquoise color. You can get a uh, French ultramarine, or any color that or purple color. If you want, you can put some blue color in a turquoise. And I will put some part as little bit, not too much, okay? If otherwise that the whole thing will be lost, right? You go put some here, like a little bit snowy effect, right? And get some. If you think it's not enough for you, you can put some more here, like that. Very light wash it, very light, and you don't want to do too much. Otherwise, what happened? It will be. It looks not very good. So now I will grab some purple color, right? Nice purple color. Mix it up with the turquoise, and I will put some dry brush marks at the edge of this ravine here, or water. Create some more nice, beautiful marks here, energy marks I would call. Let's extend this also. Let's get this working. Let's get some more purple color. Put some more dark purple color here. Create some more contrast in your painting. Right, a little bit more turquoise. Right. Okay, and now I will go grab some raw sienna or yellow ochre, whatever paint you have. Just put a little bit here, there, right? Just create some more warm type of colors. So I will get some yellow ochre. Yellow ochre is very warm type of color, and then I will add some here, there, right? Create some more type of a little bit land is showing underneath, and maybe put it here also, so you can balance it out, the dark and the, I mean, the cool and the warm colors. Here's, I put my arm here, so let's clean this out. I smudge it. Okay, so I guess this is it. If you want, you can go play more. You can get some sepia color, very dark, without any water. You can put a chimney here on this house. Get some cadmium orange. If it is too dark, you can just put a little bit cadmium orange on it, and it will tone down. And now I will put some water here. Remember that you can put some water on the previous layer, no problem, as I explained earlier. And then I put some water here, and you can put some little bit, that white color, and you create some smoke from the house. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see better. I won't do too much, otherwise they'll show. And let me zoom in. It's too far. There. So what I did, I put some water. I create the chimney. Let me put some edge here, so it will explain more. So it has a light coming from here, right? And let's put some more white color here. There. And then the edge of the roof also. So what happened, I put some water. It didn't disturb any washes on the previous wash, because it's all dry, right? And then I put some water, and I spill some white color, because it's smudging. I can go up to here if you want, and then it will die down, right? And then you can put some little bit gray color or something underneath that wash, and then it create more drama, like a like a the volume of these smoke, or is, the same rule apply into when you're making a cloud also. See, that's how you work with the watercolor. Very short amount of time, you can create an effect that you can energize your painting. So now let's put some white color here, right? White here. I will create some more depth into. And yeah, that's it. Honestly, if you ask me, I like this part of the painting very nice, because of the light, and it create a nice light effect on this house. So I like that part of the painting, and rest is good too. But here, let's zoom out a little bit. So there you go. That's a painting for today. If you want, you can go create some, smudge it out, that the edges, which is it's okay, it's not that bad. And you can create some, like a snow banks also here, by just putting some like that. Like you go, it's up to you, right? Because of no time for that, so you can create actually it's called guiding lines also, right? You can grab any color, and then you just go create some like that, right? You go here and you drop it, you make it a little bit darker, and it feel like uh, it's just kind of an uneven surface, like that. Not don't do too much, otherwise they'll start creating problem. And I will put some yellow ochre somewhere here, there. Lastly, and I will wrap up this class, I will grab some yellow ochre. If you want, you can put some bushes here like this, right? Clean your brush, make sure it's not very hard. So less pigment, less water, and clean your brush, and you can start putting, energize your painting more. Here, maybe here, there, put it here. Maybe here if you want, you can put it here. Maybe here. Here also, here looks good actually, but I wouldn't do too much, otherwise there'll be bushes all over. And let's get this one on the edges also. Create some more drama. And a little bit dark here, because it's casting shadow, right, with the light. Not too much. You don't want to do too much. Yeah, just some dark here. And that's it. I guess. Oops, I dropped my brush. All right. I hope you understand what I did today. I explained the graded wash, the even wash. This is a very good example of the even wash here. I add some blue color, which create a nice texture on the sky. I put a little bit burnt sepia color, create some atmospheric perspective. I leave this type of marks, energy marks in my painting. If you don't like it, you can just you can put a same wash here and you can clean it up, but I like it. I leave purposely that type of mark, create a little bit more like an abstract look, right? So I do that too. If you don't like it, you can take it off, no problem, right? And then I create the light here on this house. Half of the light lit up, and because of this house is casting shadow here. Who knows how, but I put the house here, and you can create that type of light effect, which is the beautiful part of the watercolor painting. Most of the, if you observe the paintings of the other people on YouTube or any other places, you will see they use that type of technique all the time. And then the house is here. I put more light color here on the front because it's light is, I'm assuming light is coming from here. The side is more like a kind of a little bit grayish, light gray. And then I put a chimney. I had the chimney warm it up a little bit more. So I put a little bit water on the previous wash, which won't disturb my wash, and then I put a little bit white color. I can put more if you want, but I won't do too much, right? Because this is enough for the effect you created. I created actually. So you can do this also, and then that's it. You don't want to do too much. Just stop at one place and enjoy your painting by looking. So this is the today's painting for landscape. Remember perspective, there's a perspective here. You can see the river is winding, but it creating the perspective also. So you can keep this for your vanishing point, you can keep this vanishing point, you can keep this here because it's very flat type of painting. Is no, there's no buildings or there's no roads, or except only the river is winding, and you can see it's getting bigger because of the perspective. Actually, if there's no perspective, then it will be shallow like this, whatever is here. So you see that's all opening up at the front of the painting because of the perspective. Okay, I will explain, I will do a separate video for the perspective also, and yeah, and I will put on the channel. Okay, so I think this is it for the today's class. Hopefully you guys enjoy the class, and uh, I will be putting the next video, which is the number 6, on Sunday next week. I'll see you on Sunday, yeah, with the watercolor landscape class number 6. Okay, if you have any questions or any concern what colors I use and what I did, if you still have issues or problem understanding, please send me a message and I will answer your questions promptly. Okay, then see you next week and yeah, I'll end the stream here.